We on. What's up, ladies and gentlemen? What's up, kings and queens? We're back with an episode of Conversation and Sample Flipping. Yeah, this is the 4th episode. And this time, I'm going to work with the samples that I got from my crew. I got a crew of beat makers, and we call themselves BMP, Beat Makers Podium. Shout out to my niggas. Shout out to Audio Snippets. Shout out to Keynotes. Audio Snippets is Keynotes. We like to play with our names like that. Shout out to Temp L. Shout out to Ozza Beats. Shout out to Lindre Makapan. Shout out to Tezzy Taz. And shout out to Zweli. Shout out to Mr. Sewell or Mr. Quell. I don't know how you like to be called, my nigga, but it's Mr. Sewell or Mr. Quell. I don't know. We're in South Africa, so we got closers as well, so you have to understand that. And then Donald Mashangu, shout out my nigga. And shout out to Season. Shout out to all the new beat makers that just joined the group. We have this sample that we're working with, but before I forget, we're gonna talk also about the Senzo Mayor case. You know, man, we gotta talk about that. Senzo Mayor case, it's a clownish situation over there. The judge being funny and all that. Now, let me just give you a taste of what the samples look like, okay? How they feel like. This is my samples that we got from the crew. We get one sample and all of us chop it and come up with different songs. One chop, one sample, like 8-9 different ways from 9 producers. That's dope. And then our previous work, you can get our previous work on Bandcamp. Just check for BMP Beatmakers Podium. Then yeah. Last year we did like 7 episodes there. Okay. Now let's hear the samples. Before I talk about the samples, if you want to sample, I use Tracklip. I also suggest you use Tracklip because that's the most legit way you can get your samples cleared and in the most quickest way, transparently. So if you want to be a member of Tracklip, just check my subscription. You'll find a link there. That link will give you 15 credits. 15 credits is basically 2 songs. 15 songs. Each credit gives you a song depending on how they see each song, how they credit each song. Sometimes you find that one song is 2 credits, or you find that maybe you just download a loop, maybe a 4-bar part from a song, it's gonna take a credit. So let's forget the credits now. Let's talk about okay, let me give you the sample, the feel of the sample. This is the sample. This is the sample we got. Wait, before I give you how I chopped it, let me just give you the whole song, how it was made, how it was given to me. Like just, not the whole song actually, just a piece of that. Please subscribe if you feel like you want to join us. Please subscribe so that you can be notified when I drop more content like this. Let me hear. This is what we got. I want you play the sample for you the way I got it. I hope I forget where that sample was. This is a sample, but I'm just gonna play a little bit because I don't want that copyright thing. Okay, I don't want that copyright thing on my YouTube, so I'm just, this is a sample. Let me just fast forward so that I don't get that strike. Okay. Let's be careful. Let me go forward. See. So, now let's hear how I chop that thing up. I really cut it up, man. The first chop. This is the first chop. The second chop. It's got also a bass drum in it. Fourth one. Sixth one. In order to keep this thing entertaining, I'm just gonna mute how I already did. I already got the song laid down, so later I'm gonna play the song for you. So what I'm gonna do now is to keep this interesting. Before we talk about the Senator Mayweather thing, I'm gonna just hit you with some, playing around. Just give you a little bit of music. I'm just mute my samples and I'm gonna play around with the drum. Okay, and I'll mute however I did it there. Yeah, I don't have to mute like that. Let me mute it the other way around. Yes, this is how I want to do it. Yeah, I might play it differently to what I've already made, so bear with me. I'm just having fun. Yeah, back with episode 4 of Conversation and Sample Flipping with Anunaki. So please subscribe and share with, like this video, please, so that the algorithm can hit. Let me just play around. Let's get into the serious stuff. The sense of new case, okay? Yeah, I'm coming. I'm gonna be with you just a little bit now. I just want to play a little bit of my beat, nice. It's a nice beat, but I'm gonna play it a little bit lower so that I don't want background from the street. So now let's talk about the sense of music case. Mjiako, the elusive lawyer. You know, I did the research on this lawyer, and I found out this guy is involved mainly in Joburg government. He was working for the MMC for transport, something like that. He was also involved in policy team there, like their law team and stuff like that. If you want to check it, you can do it. Just go online, and there's also got a LinkedIn profile. There's also I actually read it from a website that is purporting to be a firm that he works for, but it looks like it's a firm from out of Africa. It's like out there in Africa somewhere. It doesn't look like it's a firm that's in South Africa, or it might be in South Africa, but having people from outside. Okay, enough of Giacom. Now, I was wondering, how does this guy connect with this? How does an experienced lawyer like that, with so much background in policy making and all that, I know. He's also got criminal what there in his profile, so he might also be involved, but I was just trying to make my one and two. How does he connect with dancing? Does he afford that kind of environment? So it's a mysterious thing. Let's just wait to see if Mjiako comes through next week, okay? And then let's go to the judge. The judge was sounding kind of biased. In fact, he's just plainly biased. I don't know what anybody's seeing out there, but he's just plainly biased. When he was asking these witnesses when they come through, every time you ask them questions, it's just something that's out of it. I just want to know from this judge, can you see injuries after somebody has been choked with a plastic or choked with a plastic? I don't think you can see injuries there, because the only thing that they're affecting there is your breathing and your psychology. So those are not physical injuries. You cannot see them. So if you ask somebody if they can see injuries, when he was asking about the reporting, the cells and all that, tell me, do you know that this thing can be done, reporting your injuries and all that? How does all the beatings that happen in jail, how do people get armed in jail? I don't want to use that word, you know, the algorithm. How do they get gingered in jail now? Let me use the street lingo. You get gingered there in jail and you can't do shit about it. Niggas come back home, turned out, and they never told anybody, especially the officials. So that's garbage, what I was saying. And then he brought the Steve Biko example, that after Steve Biko died, they made a standing order, what, checking the cells, checking the criminals report. Say, let me ask you, how many people died during apartheid after that Steve Biko incident? How many people were killed in the cells? How many? Okay, I'll wait for that. Now, I just want to know also, on top of that, how many cases were successfully reported, and then how many cops who were responsible for that were successfully convicted. Do you remember the Timol inquest, which was happening like a few years back? And that thing happened way back way back. Those cops were still there even today. Like this lately, they were still denying. So if a case from apartheid can only be discussed now, when do you think this case of Buntanzi and Sibiya, when do you think this case will be head out? When census case is being head out 10 years after the effect. Think about it. Now, you know what? When you sum up these things, you can just say the cops really, if the cops really want to arrest you, they will arrest you. If they got the stake there, if they have something they are looking for there from you, they will arrest you. Or if you had somehow, like if they know they have a stake, they will arrest you. But if they don't want to arrest you, they won't arrest you. That's how it is. Now, let's go back to the judge. The judge is supposed to be like fair, equal, and it's also supposed to be looking at the body language of the people out there, the witnesses, when they are answering the hard questions. But half of the time, trust me, just pick it out. He's not looking at the people. He doesn't even care how their demeanor, like, all that stuff. So, I don't know. I don't know what to take from there. Now, my conclusion is that this judge might be acting this way just to force the defense to apply for a recusal, and then they're gonna do a de novo again. It's gonna be a recusal and a de novo. So the plan is to drag this thing on, like the way exactly what Palu is doing now. Allegedly, is to drag it, kill them with endless de novos. That's what I'm seeing. How can it be so blatant with the favoritism towards the state and all these stupid questions that he kept being asked to the witnesses after the testimony? Also, there's a little tug of war going on between Mshololo and the judge. At the end of each and every course of examination, there's a little tug of war going on. The judge will be saying this, and Mshololo will come back and just try to cancel that, and the judge will come back and try to cancel whatever Mshololo was saying. Interesting to see. Now, I have a lot of notes. This is to cover the whole of the week. The last witness who was here, that policeman, wow. It's clear that this guy, like, it just come through that he's not a truthful guy. And also what kills me is when he was testifying, Balo, he kept stopping him when he was talking about the informant said, okay, he was giving you information. I was like, what? Okay, you know that this information has to come through, right? So that's why you're trying to block it. But I hope the defender picked it up. So the defense, I hope they pick it up. They will point it out next week, I hope. Now, if you could check Balo's conduct, Mujiyako, he was emphasizing on Mujiyako's appearances throughout this questioning. He was just trying to set a trend that Mujiyako was appearing from dancing. He was there in this case, he was there at this court, he was there, he was absent here. Let's see. Let's wait and see that. I bet you there's nothing there. Trust me. Let's see. I mean, I just want to put this out there. I don't have law degree. I don't purport to be a lawyer, and I don't think I know law. But if after all that I can sense fabricate, like they keep coming up with, they keep dropping new things, and what they are doing is just dragging the time. One thing that they just can't do is include the people in the house to come and witness. How can you call more than 10 policemen to come and testify when they were not there? 10 policemen testifying one day. That's a mistake. Anyway, I talk too much, man. I spent like more than 20 minutes talking about this case, man. This was just to sum up the whole of this week. So anyway, let's check and see what goes on next week on this case. I think I've done with this. I think it is. Yeah, I think I'm done with my notes. Now let's go to the BMP sample. The BMP sample is here. I'm not gonna play it like now because I've already spent too much time talking about the Sergio case. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna just play the drum for you, how I played it, the kick, how I played the snare, how I played the hi-hats, and then how I played the samples, and then how I made the bass line out of those samples. Okay, let's start with the kick. The kick sounds like this. Let me just solo it out so that it's yeah. Shout out to all my viewers. Please subscribe and like and share. This is the kick. Just let you hear the. I'm sorry that as well. The hi-hat. And then I'm gonna let you feel the snare. Yeah. Now let me play them all together. Okay, no. Let me just play this thing for you, the samples for you quickly. Let's do it like this. The samples alone. Yeah, now let me play the sample with, after it was just, I made a baseline out of this sample, so this is how it feels like. Yeah, now, in order to save time, I'm gonna just play the whole thing together. And then it will save time. Yeah, my BMP crew, this is my contribution to the sample this week. Peace. I'm about to end the stream. Please subscribe. Please like and subscribe. Subscribe to also my His channel. Yeah, I got ideas I'm trying to do as well. So please, this is the only one that I can do live in. Fire.